Yeah, this is Ragnar Axelsson, good friend of mine, Icelandic iconic photographer depicting the high Arctic, Greenland, Iceland, people who are living there in the wilderness, and hunters. He did made a couple of books on Inuits, hunters hunting polar bears, and people living in here. Here is Chuck from Iceland, from Katla Ice Cave on the Myrdalsjökull in the southern part of Iceland. It's a fantastic ice cave that collapsed just after he took this photo, and I think it's just a really, really rough, fabulous shot, really. And he works 99% in black and white, and his style is very rough, like this, very contrasty and powerful.
Yeah, I've been following him like ever since that eruption in Iceland. That was like 2020, I think, maybe 2021. I just remember it was during the pandemic, and so I was like watching video footage of it because they had like cameras set up that had like a live feed 24/7, and I was watching those every other day or so to check in and see how the volcano was changing. And he was like one of the people that like was one of the first to make like a really amazing photo of the eruption and stuff, and so that's how I found him. But I don't remember ever seeing this photo. Like when you submitted this one, I didn't know who it was by right away, but it totally makes sense that it's him because it's that dramatic black and white look and everything. And I know like he's a straight photographer, like he doesn't manipulate his photos really, but this photo just feels unreal. Like it just looks like something that would be like AI generated, or just it's just like beyond anything I've ever seen in reality. It's crazy.
What he does, he increases the contrast in everything he does. In the old days, he would use like a 5-grade paper to get more contrast. The files are very different from the ones we get when we convert the color file into black and white. They're very much very much like this, with a lot of contrast.
I like how he has a person in this one to just give it some scale, and yeah, it's really well done. Really
well, it makes
cool
it even more surreal too, because it's like, what is a person doing wandering around in this like crazy, like landscape, inhospitable looking, alien landscape?
Yeah. And the mist there is quite
fantastic. Yeah, for sure.
And as dramatic as it is, there's a really nice subtle flow through it too. You know, with the kind of serpentine kind of path leading into that archway. So there's a lot of kind of easy places for the eye to wander, even though it is such a kind of dramatic, kind of smack you in the face type of image. So definitely appreciate that about it.
Well, I feel like whenever you have like super crazy subject matter, you need to simplify the composition. Otherwise it's just too much and it gets like chaotic and kind of messy feeling.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Do ice structures like this still exist in Iceland? I've never been. I'm just kind of curious to know how it's holding up with warmer temperatures.
It's in a really fast transition, but in this location, it's called Katla Ice Cave. It's on the southeastern part of the Myrdalsjökull, the second largest glacier there in Iceland. And I was there this year in September, and there was a similar, like a tube, like almost like a subway with arches, a bunch of arches going right in through the glacier, but they all collapsed, and it melts really fast. So roughly 100 meters per year at least. The front is retracting 100 meters, so it's in rapid transition.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Time for another another beer.